First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Leading off tonight,
here's Ender Inciarte, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Castro. And there's one gone to begin the evening. And now here's the starting nine for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Striding in for his first at-bat, Nick Markakis, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Too high, 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Touki Toussaint gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Ready now, Austin Dean. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, Neil Walker is a guy that's looking to turn things around right now. In the last 10 ball games, he's only driven in 2 runs. Now, I'm not saying he's necessarily struggling altogether, but in the RBI category, they're going to need a lot more production from him.
Striding in, Kim. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. He'll come into play at 317. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Kim stands at first with 1 out. It's 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Two out with the man at first. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well hit to right, but foul. Fouled away. Ready on 1-2. Line drive to center field. Dean patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. And that's going to be a base hit from McCann. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Kim is there. 2 down.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Dansby.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Here's the 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball. So striding forward now, Matt Kemp, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Nope, that's a ball.
Looked like the curveball slipped out that time.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. The 3-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. The throw into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Batting fifth.
Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Here's Neil Walker, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Ball
3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Brian.
Digging in, Brian Anderson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And a splitter is over for a called third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys,
Batting
one
eighth,
thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
The 1-0. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lined into right, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Batting ninth, the
Nice
pitcher,
piece of hitting right
number
there.
49.
Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box now, Pablo Lopez. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow,
Now
a perfectly
number
executed
45.
safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Dean. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Ready with the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Kim would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a
Now
little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Now batting, Kim, a base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
the batter, number 13.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Starlin Castro, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Outside.
Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The set and the 2-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the base. Stepping in, Touki Toussaint. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
The center field.
Into the box now, Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the third, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's bringing up the final spot on the leaderboard, currently 7th. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now in the box, Derek Dietrich. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. To 2-2 now. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. He's set and the pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in now, Neil Walker. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle. And Walker will reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
In now, Brian Anderson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. 0-1. Here it comes. In the dirt here.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Marlins leave 1, but they hold it. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And that misses, ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Dean is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. 2 gone now in the Braves' half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. A bouncer to the left side. Anderson scoops it up on to Dietrich at first, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 2-0. Stepping in, number 63. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The catcher, number 63.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
1-0 the count. A 1-0 delivery. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Ready once again. Austin Dean comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Here it comes, 0-2. And another foul ball. Oh, and 2, here it is. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on it.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing hit pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now got it.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Camargo is retired. 2 down now.
The batter, number 7.
Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nope.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Shane Carl, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 51, Shane Carl.
Digging in once again, he singled his last time up.
The Marlins, the right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. In now, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich. Popped him up. Albies waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They're up 2-0. Austin Riley will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
And that misses for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kemp on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They trail. Jacob Webb enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 46.
So here's Matt Kemp now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. If he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Neil Walker is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. That's 3-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Fastball too high, ball 4. Ready for another shot now. Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Walker leads off first with 1 away. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. That misses. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
3-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Ready for another chance. Number 63. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And here's the 3-2 from him. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One and 1 the count now. 1-1, here it comes. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Pitch on the way. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kemp will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Miami's out in front, 2-0. Ryan Brazier gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 70.
So here now's the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Garrett Cooper is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Garrett Cooper.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Number 45.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Look into McCann, the 1-1, and it's fouled away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Cooper gets his lead at first, nobody out. Skied into very shallow right. Markakis has a read on it. He's got it one away. Now at the plate, Kim. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Number 13.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Starlin Castro. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Fouled off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Caleb Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Smoke toward the hole. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Dan. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
A.J. Ramos
enters the game out of the bullpen now, and this will force the upcoming switch hitter to swing the bat left-handed.
Well, I think this is a smart move, guys. He's pretty well known that he's less of a threat from the left side of the plate, so this could prove to be a good job of playing the matchups.
Zips it to Castro for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Tyler Flowers will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Popped up. And Walker will put this one away, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They're down 2-0. Daniel Winkler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Daniel Winkler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Kemp. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Neil Walker. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Swanson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
A ball and a strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and no one will track it down. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. The 1-1 home. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. And that misses 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Ender Inciarte is retired to kick off the ninth. Into the box, Nick Markakis, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Out in front of this one is Markakis as this is lifted foul down the right field line and back in amongst the spectators. Heading out towards shallow right. Kim coasts under it. 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Freddie Freeman. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He hits at a .364 clip. He also has 1 home run.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Miami took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Pablo Lopez earns his first win of the season. Touki Toussaint was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Adam Conley records the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami.